Hello. Um, we are back with our reading for the day, and I already pulled the cards because I was just shuffling, and they just started coming out. And what is pretty interesting to me is, first of all, we had the Six of Pentacles come out first, and then I put it back in the deck because I didn't feel ready to collect cards, but it came out again, and we have actually only Pentacles. We only have pentacle energy, and then we have the morning card, which talks about new beginnings. So I ended up doing an 8 card spread, which wasn't intentional. It's just how many cards came out. Um, ah, Sorry, there's just like a bee on my arm, or a wasp, one of those. Um, but yes, we have an 8 card spread, and this feels a little messy, but um, okay, so what I was thinking, actually, I haven't really thought anything through yet. I need to look at everything and see what's going on with the energy. We have the morning card, the Nine of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, and then Three of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, so 2, 3, 4, and then Eight of Pentacles, 8, 9, 6, 8, 9, 2, 3, 4. And then Queen of Pentacles in the morning. It's interesting because what's coming to mind is wondering, when is it almost too much to bear? You know, like looking at the progression of a story, why is it that once you go from the Three of Pentacles to the Four of Pentacles, it becomes too much? And then at the Five of Pentacles, it's like now you're without. And it's interesting because at the Three of Pentacles, the person who has the three is holding it, but they're holding it alone, and there's onlookers. And they're one, I guess they're kind of seeing what it is that they're building. But there's no sense, I'm not getting the sense with this Three of Pentacles that there's a whole lot of collaboration. It just seems that something is building, and other people are beginning to recognize that. So it's like there's a crowd. Three is a crowd. Um, But I almost get with the Three of Pentacles, there's this like magician energy, like this sorcerer energy. And it's such a shift from the Two of Pentacles, because with the Two of Pentacles, it feels more playful. Like you're juggling and you're learning how to balance. You're learning how it works to be, to ground your financial wealth, your financial wealth. And then by the Three of Pentacles, it's like, okay, now you're learning how to build and how to create something from it, how to create a structure or a pattern. And then you get to the Four of Pentacles, and it's almost like this fear and this worry comes in, and it's like, okay, well, now I have all of this stuff, now I need to protect it, and I need to guard it, you know? This isn't playtime anymore. It's time to get serious. And that seriousness comes in and kind of destroys where the magic came from, which was this playful energy. It was this peace, and it was kind of this beginner's mindset that allowed you to grow so easily and so freely, because there wasn't any protectiveness or defensiveness over the energy. There was just an innate trust, and that trust didn't come from any like established relationship. It just came from a lack of like attachment. There was no attachment with the Two of Pentacles. With the Three of Pentacles, there wasn't so much of an attachment, but there was an interest, a curiosity, a desire to keep growing, to keep learning, to keep understanding how this could build. But then by the time you get to the Four of Pentacles, it starts to become scary, because you're like, oh, you're realizing I actually have something here. And that fear of losing it then comes in and ruins the growth, the ability to grow, because now instead of allowing it to flow openly with the elements, especially because this is earth energy, So allowing yourself to work with the earth, allowing yourself to work with the universe to grow this pentacle energy, you begin to hold on to it. And as you're clinging on to it, the growth stops and everything becomes stagnant. So that's the growth pattern. And then we move to the Eight of Pentacles. Skip 5, skip 7, and we're at the Eight of Pentacles. And it's interesting because I feel like there's a switch in character, almost like, you know what? I feel like there's a death that happens between the Four of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles. And it's probably in the unseen. It's what we're not seeing here. It's what's not present, which is the Five of Pentacles. You know, the person that you were in the beginning is no longer there. And so I think that's why we go straight to the Eight of Pentacles, because the Eight of Pentacles also talks about education and like being a student and putting in the hard work. And it feels like the version of you that began this growth ends up kind of dying. and you have to begin again, this time with the Eight of Pentacles, but it's a completely different energy and you're a completely different person. And so that's why we see this like shapeshift happen, and it's no longer the same person as before. Sorry, one second. I'm having a bit of a time. My body is just it's having an experience right now, so just be patient with me. Yeah, so you don't lose what you ended up building upon. You don't lose anything that you built, but you do lose time. You do lose yourself in the process between the Four of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles. And that's what's actually sacrificed here. You don't get to, because you're in the darkness, in the energy of the Five of Pentacles, and the Seven of Pentacles isn't here either. But because you're in the darkness in those energies, you don't get to really appreciate and honor those parts of your journey. You don't get to really know anything about that version of yourself because it happened in the shadows. And it's not necessarily something to be to feel guilty about. It's kind of just life, you know. There's certain things that we just didn't give honor to, or we just didn't get to really recognize them for what it was when it was happening, because we were going through it, and it was we couldn't be too self-aware in those experiences, or else it would have been too much. And that's what I'm getting, and that's why it's such a big shift from the Four of Pentacles to the Eight of Pentacles, because there's just this death, and in this death there's a loss of memory, but it was just a sacrifice that had to be made in order to push you forward to this Eight of Pentacles state where you're now learning again how to balance the work of being in flow with the universe and allowing the universe to carry some, and then also taking action and you carrying some. It's balancing what you hold with what the universe holds. Yes. Oh. I'm sorry. It's okay. Yeah, and especially with the Eight of Pentacles, because in the imagery it comes up as the dawn of a new day. And so you could imagine that they're working through the night, which is funny because we don't have the night here, we have the morning here. And with the Eight of Pentacles, it ends up the imagery I'll show you is like it's a new day rising, and right after that we go straight into the morning. So yeah, it's like an awakening into a new energy, and this time the energy is more powerful. um, this time it's more aligned with your spirit because you've learned the lessons of the lower vibrations, you've learned the lessons of the earlier dimensions, and now you're able to approach this new beginning with wisdom. Before, you were approaching the new beginning with naivety on top of naivety, but now you're the beginner's mindset, but you have wisdom backing you because you still have your experiences, versus before you didn't have the experiences. And so you're mirroring again. So with the morning, you're mirroring the Two of Pentacles, and you're learning to balance. You're learning how to allow yourself to rest, and also learning how to teach yourself how to rise up, learning how to trust the universe and surrender, learning how to take action when needed, and spark your own fire so that you can have the passion needed to create the wealth that you desire, create the world that you desire for yourself. You're learning how to be happy where you are, and learning when to notice that it's time for a change in scenery, learning when to notice when it's time to go and move forward. So you're mirroring the Two of Pentacles, it's balance energy. Then you have the Nine of Pentacles mirroring the Three of Pentacles. So now you're in this independent state. You're growing your own wealth. You are the sorcerer again. You're the magician again. And this time we don't see a crowd watching you, but we see abundance still. And the abundance that we don't see with people, we see in your pentacles. You know, you've gone from 3 to 9. And there's also an abundance in terms of the natural environment. Your surroundings have changed to be more, they fit towards your energy. They fit like a throne towards your body. They're sculpted to what you deserve. They're aligned with your dream reality in the Nine of Pentacles now. So the lessons of the Three of Pentacles that we were learning with taking that curiosity and seeing how to build upon it, and allowing your creativity and your imagination to flow, and being in power but also being in collaboration with the universe, we're now seeing that with the Nine of Pentacles in a much more settled and established way. And what was building in the Three of Pentacles has now spread to become your entire world. You've built your entire world from this beginning curious energy, from the Three of Pentacles, from the fire that was beginning to kindle in the Three of Pentacles. It's now settled and is now your state. It's your reality in the Nine of Pentacles. And then we have the Six of Pentacles mirroring the Four of Pentacles, learning how to balance and learning how to give away, learning how to appreciate not having so much, learning the value of having a little or having less, and the value of giving back or just giving away. Realizing that what you have, all that you need, is what you have within you. And so you're able to not have such a heavy grip on what you've created, because you understand that your creations are honestly limitless and plentiful. And if you ever need more, you'll have more, because you'll always have what you need, because that's what happens when you're working in alignment with the universe. But recognizing what you need versus what you want is what you're figuring out in the Six of Pentacles. You want peace of mind, and you need peace of mind, versus in the Four of Pentacles, you want wealth, you want protection, you want stability, but you needed to have trust, you needed to have faith, you needed to have the ability to surrender and feel and be in collaboration with the universe. You know, it's almost like from going from the Three of Pentacles to the Four of Pentacles, it's like you saw that crowd, and instead of seeing them as onlookers who were here to celebrate you, or maybe people who were here to collaborate with you or help you, or maybe needed some help, you saw them as people trying to take your wealth, and so you got defensive and hid it. But now in the Six of Pentacles, when people are showing up again, you see that as an opportunity to build and to give away, and to balance out your gratitude with what the universe is giving you. Yeah,
For how long?
I have no idea. I know. Hopefully just today, I know.
Oh,
Yeah.
doing some readings?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles mirroring the Eight of Pentacles. So again, you're in your power place now. You've gone you've gone through a huge shift, right? From the Six of Pentacles to the Queen of Pentacles. You're a grown woman now. You're the queen now. You're in a position of power and leadership and of such abundance that you share openly and willingly, because there's nothing that you don't have, and there's nothing that you need at this point. And similar to the Eight of Pentacles, you're always learning and you're always continuing to build community and connection. And so this time, with the Eight of Pentacles, where you were the student working to balance with the earth, you see that again, balancing with other creatures, learning how to give. And instead of having to hold on to 8 pentacles, all you need is the one. And you feel safe within that, because you understand that everything comes and goes, and you will continue to enter into the student position in the beginner mind, and then you will go through the journey all over again and settle right back into where you need to be, because you've learned to understand the cycles. You've mastered the cyclical nature of this journey, and you understand that it's a spiral, but each time your wisdom grows and grows, and you feel more supported, and so you're less taken down by the difficult parts of the journey, the Four of Pentacles, even the Six of Pentacles part of the journey. And so there's just a lot of gratitude, and gratitude continues to build your abundance. And there's a lot of faith. You have your eyes closed, and then actually in all of our top row, the eyes are closed, because there's no need to look. You're looking with your intuition. You're looking with the earth. You're feeling through the earth. This is all earth energy. So very grounded. Super interesting. I've never really read like this before, where I just feel like I'm telling the story, like telling a path, talking about a path through, but it's almost like just talking about the journey that we're going to go through with the pentacles and being okay with that. And this is probably talking about, for me, I could see this talking about financial wealth, but it could be talking about anything related to whatever earth energy means to you. And then, let's see if there's anything else. Anything else from this deck, Spirit? Back of the deck, we have the Lovers. Oh, wow. And then we have the Sun. Okay. I see the Sun as a yes card. I see the Sun as, yeah, it's a nice closer, because it kind of feels like finally getting the community. I do.
You?
Yeah.
Ooh. When you're done.
Okay.
Yeah.
You want a reading?
Yeah.
Okay.
Of course I do.
Yeah,
I love
sure.
this. Yeah. When you're done,
Okay.
let me know.
Okay. Yeah, but I see the Sun as a yes card, and also just as like a having faith and trusting that everything ends up pulling together in the end, simply because that's what happens with the Queen of that's what happens when you understand the journey and you become okay with it. Things end up making sense eventually. And it's funny that I just had that happen, right? Trusting in faith, and I was saying, finally getting the community. Once you go through the lessons on your own, then you begin to go through these lessons with community, with people, with a backing from the universe, because you're no longer alone in your faith, or you're no longer alone in your experiences. So, yeah. So that's the Sun. So I feel like that's it for this little part of the reading. And then let's pull a little card from, not from the African Goddess Rising, but from the Goddesses, Gods, and Guardians Oracle cards. Is there any messages that you want to give us? Patience, cosmic knowledge, light your fire, sacred medicine. Yeah, Pentacles is also, it's slow energy because it's the earth. So it's like having patience with your passions. This is also, yeah, I could see how this is talking a little bit about masculine energy, and finding out what the medicine is for that, which I think is re-entering the student energy. In order to, like, I think the sacred healing that you can receive is re-entering the student position, re-entering the beginner's mindset, finding that balance, and learning how to be okay with not knowing, learning how to be okay with being taught and being guided, and having to learn. Yeah. Anything else? Anything else? Spiraz. Is there anything else you want to say? Sacred medicine again. Ask Lepios. Ask Lepios. Okay, hold on. Let me read it. So, Asclepios was the greatest healer of the ancient world. As a baby, he glowed with a halo of golden light. By the age of 6, Asclepios could name every medicinal plant and understood basic anatomy. Mentored by Chiron the centaur, he matured into a consummate physician, surgeon, and pioneer of scientific medicine. His vast sanctuary at Epidaurus comprised a sports stadium, theater, baths, a dream temple, and a hospital. Asclepios believed that the injured and infirm needed medical treatments in combination with exercise, music, dance, and story. His priests would record patients' dreams and use the information to prescribe a cure. The serpent-entwined rod of Asclepios is a symbol for numerous medical institutions today. The Greek god of medicine, rejuvenation, and healing comes into your life today to offer a dose of positive energy for your well-being. If you're dealing with an illness, injury, or ailment, Asclepios understands your struggle and suffering. He knows the anxiety, depression, and frustration that can accompany long and short-term health problems. Asclepios leads you into his sun-filled sanctuary garden full of medicinal plants. I'm here to take care of you. Trust that you're in good hands. You're safe in your body. I watch over the medical profession and can guide you to the right doctors and treatments. Invoke me before surgeries or consultations, and I'll work my light through your practitioners. Healing from illness is never purely physical. There are always emotional, psychological, and spiritual elements. Asclepios was a master at blending scientific and holistic methods. He's presently guiding medical professionals and researchers to combine traditional and complementary practices. Could you be part of this new era of sacred medicine? Your divine life purpose is in the medical profession. Work with integrative medicine, conventional treatments combined with complementary therapies for yourself or as a practitioner. Illness is sometimes a sign of a life that needs rerouting. Be honest with yourself about what you'd like to change. I take responsibility for my health. I heal my mind, spirit, and body. Okay, Asclepios. And then right behind that we had chakra healing. So there is some type of chakra stuff that's going on. For me, I've been getting sick, and I told you that in the beginning, so I think this is probably significant for me too. For me, I'm stuffed in my throat and my nose, so it would probably be my throat chakra and maybe my third eye, maybe a little bit of my heart, but yeah. Anyways, so that's it. I hope you enjoyed the reading today. Super interesting version of reading. But I enjoyed it, and I'm gonna go give a stranger a reading. So bye.